thanks, Dave, for having us on your property today. It's a beautiful piece of property, and really lucky to have a chance to do this here. I don't want to repeat what Senator Tiffany said, but there are three things that I think about when I think about home ownership. And the first is, how do we get more people, more young people, young families buying homes? And the easiest way to do that is to make homes more affordable. And as Senator Tiffany mentioned, the regulatory burdens that are associated with home ownership now have put a lot of people out of reach for buying that first home. And that affects not only home ownership, but community stability and entrepreneurship. How many times have people heard the old saw about, I started my business in my garage and now it is a flourishing business? Or people have taken out a home equity loan to start their small business. Or the property that we're standing on right now doubles as a business. So home ownership is more than just home ownership. It's about entrepreneurship and a striving and growing economy. The second thing that I think about is that great peace of mind and value that comes with the actual experience of owning a home. And so when Senator Tiffany talks about broadband, that's something that's really important. When we talk about regulatory takings and having kind of the heavy hand of government telling you constantly what you can and can't do on your property. When we talk about property taxes, you know, that's all rolled up into that experience of home ownership. And then the third component of it is making sure that we're protecting property from being taken, like is being proposed here in Dave's situation. One of the things that I really want to talk about is privacy. I think this is somewhere that in our technological age, privacy is so important. And so one of the components of our Homeowners Bill of Rights is privacy. And we want to make sure that the Fourth Amendment means something. And it's not just with respect to property sweeps like Senator Tiffany was talking about, but to make sure that if there's law enforcement activities, that generally speaking, you should have a warrant based on probable cause. And we've seen some eroding away of that. There was a recent Wisconsin Supreme Court case decision that seemed to expand a exception to the Fourth Amendment rule. It's something called the community caretaker doctrine. And if we're not really careful, that kind of exception can swallow the rule. And so we want to make sure that people have some privacy in their backyards, people have some privacy in their homes, and they know that unless there is an awfully good reason, they don't have to worry about the government or government agents coming to their house and doing a search of their house unless they've gone through that important check and balance of going to the courts to get a warrant. There's a reason that the founders, when they did the Bill of Rights, put the Fourth Amendment in there, and we should be respectful of that Fourth Amendment. So we think that this package is, as Tom said, the first step in education, talking about it, building support, and then hopefully early next session we'll have gone through the process where then we can introduce a package of bills that will help reform situations like this, some reform on some of the other issues that we've talked about. So I'm thrilled to be here and thrilled to have an opportunity to be a part of this.